Don't let this intimidate you. If you got a bowl and some flour and some yeast and a few other odds and ends, you can make a loaf of bread too. First, you want to add 1 1/3 cup of warm water, 2 teaspoons of active yeast, 2 teaspoons of sugar, brown or white, either is fine. And you are going to try to dissolve the yeast as best as you can. And then you let that sit for 5 minutes to see if the yeast is active. I'll show you if it is when that's over. Okay, this is a good sign that our yeast is activated. It's kind of made this sort of cloudy, bubbly mixture on the top. So we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 egg. Mix all that up very well together. You're going to add 3.5 cups of flour, and you're just going to stir that up with your fork. I just add each cup in separately and kind of eyeball how the dough comes together. And what I'm looking for is it to come together into kind of like a shaggy dough where it's not super smooth. And now I'm going to knead it. You're going to flour your surface before you dump out your bread dough. And you're going to knead, which what I do when I knead is I push it with my palm and sort of rotate it in a circle as I fold it, so that I'm like constantly kind of folding over, smushing, folding over, smushing, and rotating it. And what you're wanting it to come together as is sort of a smooth, round ball. It's not perfect, but this is what I have. I'm just going to put it straight back into the bowl that I mixed it in. And then you want to cover it with a towel for about an hour in a nice warm place. My microphone was wonky, but after an hour, you punch down your dough. Then you'll put it into a greased loaf pan, uncovered for about 20 minutes before you bake it. Now that it's done its second rise, we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to put mine in for about 27-ish minutes. And we just pulled this out of the oven. I am going to slather the top with a pat of butter because it'll make it softer. As hard as it is not to pull it out and cut into it right now, don't for just a moment. Let it cool down because it's going to continue to cook on the inside of here. You might, if you pull it out right now, you might get a doughy center. And now I have the perfect vehicle to get butter and jam into my mouth. I think everybody should have a basic bread recipe in their back pocket. So if you enjoyed this and this looks simple enough for you to follow along with, be sure to give us a like. Be sure to save it and send to a friend and subscribe because we're going to be making something else tomorrow.